Man, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, hey, yo.
I can hear your ass, nigga.
Hold on. Because that is story. Hey, yo. What up, world? What up, Fight Fam? It's your boy Matt with Stay Ready Boxing TV coming at you with some news you can use in another boxing conversation. And y'all know I got the usual suspects with me. 503 Line, Quattro Cinco, Act Reacher 45, and Fooler. Man, what's going down, fellas? Goddamn. Yeah, you caught me. You caught me with my hand in the cookie jar, 503. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Hold
my
on.
bad, bro. I ain't mean to fuck you up, man. I just heard it. My bad.
Oh, it's all good. Hey, they got it going tonight. Hey, Hyphen to jumped in talk about Mac. What you lied about tonight, man? I'm gonna talk about how Earl Spence about to end Mikey Garcia career. King Louis, what's going down, fam? St. Cruz and Allen Johnson in the building. What's up with it, bro? Man. But what's going down, fellas, man? Anything I missed today besides the Lions only getting ready to fight. Uh, the fight this weekend with my bro. I mean, with Earl Spence. You know, the undercards was going on in that fight. What am what am I missing? Anything I'm missing in the world of boxing? Kurt Sugar to enter the building.
Yo, stay ready, man. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's good with you?
Slow boogie, man. Hey, I wanted to hit you up last night. I went and watched the what the fuck was I watching last night? Old kung fu movie with old kung fu movie with Lizard in it. It's a Shaw Brothers film.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
I can't even remember the name of it, but it's like the first time I seen it. But I just saw it on Netflix and had to watch it.
Right.
But yeah, man, we got some good things going on, ready for this weekend, man. What y'all think about the undercard of the Earl Spence fight, man? So far,
Then who's on the undercard again? My bad.
okay, hold on. Let me pull it up so I can make sure I get it all together. Y'all quiet as hell. 503.
I thought 503 was gonna talk about it. That's why.
Oh
Oh, hold on. What you said, bro? I was in there talking to my kids. What you say?
no, I was just talking about what y'all think about the undercard on this Earl Spence fight. But
It ain't all that, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna be to the fight early, just
yeah,
to
because
watch Vic Corbin and Charles Martin, and
I want to see that.
I want to see if you know the Cocaine Cowboy gonna do how the Cocaine Cowboy gonna do. You know.
And, and what about Marcellus Wilder? He's on the undercard too.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta figure out what time he fight, bro. Cause I check that out too.
He's probably gonna be an early fight. I know. Let me see. Fernando Garcia is gonna be on there with James Roach. That's probably gonna be it's a bunch of Dallas natives gonna be on here on this fight though.
Okay.
Benavidez and Jalen Love, uh, Areola and Augustine, Aaron. Boxing scene got this stuff so scattered out. Let me go to boxing news.
But you want, is Charles Martin and Corbin gonna be televised, or
I
is it
don't.
only gonna be Benavidez?
I know Benavidez is gonna be televised.
Right.
That's the co-main, right?
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the co-main. Him and Jalen Love. Let me see. All right, here we go. So yeah, that's the co-main event. Is David Benavidez and Jalen Love. You got Chris Areola and Jean Pierre Augustin is gonna be the next fight that's televised. The other fight that's televised.
Oh yeah, Areola is fighting on that undercard. You sure right.
Yeah. So that's the undercard. That's the only thing they showing as far as the televised fights. That's crazy. They only gonna show 3 televised fights.
Damn, you mean to tell me Areola is on that card?
Yeah, Areola's on that card.
God, dog.
Oh, hold on. Luis Neri is battling McJoe Arroyo on their card too. That's a televised fight.
Oh, okay. But it ain't much, man. But cause Jillian Love ain't beating Benavidez, so
Nah.
you know, it
That's gonna
ain't
be
much there.
that might be an early fight.
Oh, what's her name is fighting? Homie from Dallas, the heavyweight. He
Yeah,
fighting on Fifth
great.
Thorn.
Yeah, he fighting Charles Martin, Greg Corbin.
Yes, sir. I want to see that.
Man, let me see what we got in the chat. Well, hey Shakita, see you in the chat. Lawrence Williams in the chat said Devion has a new trainer, Roy Jones. Yeah, I seen that. What y'all think about that, man? Roy Jones
Devin
finally
Alexander.
decided. Yeah, he finally decided to train a black fighter. Then he picked the oldest one in welterweight.
Who?
I don't
Devin,
care. Start. It's a start from him getting
He
back.
training Devin Alexander.
yeah,
Yeah.
So he ain't
they
with Kevin
start.
Cunningham no more.
Guess not. Kind of. I don't know how that's gonna work. That's stylistically, I don't know how that's gonna work. What you think, Kurt?
Man, I think it may be too late for Devin Alexander. Man, he's on a he's on a tail end of his career. You know, he could have Sugar Ray Robinson in his corner, man. That ain't gonna matter because Devin slowed down, man. He can't beat the upper echelon contenders and champions in that division, man. So, you know, he can come in there. Roy Jones can get him some pointers, you know, but it depends who he be in the ring with. Remember, Roberto Duran trained Sugar Shane Mosley. It didn't help him much. So, you know, I look at the, you know, same case with Devin Alexander.
But I noticed though, not every boxer could convert into a trainer. I noticed only certain ones become great trainers. You know what I mean? I go lie, I give it to Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia actually was actually a world champion who converted into a good trainer. You know, I think Paulie, if Paulie wanted to, I'd keep it real. I think Paulie would be a good trainer.
Buddy McGirt was a champion.
Yeah, Buddy McGirt too. I mean, there's a few. There's
Yeah.
a few. I ain't gonna lie. I think what's the name is a good trainer too.
You seen that hoe? You seen that hoe in the corner with the girl talking about, "Come on, James, don't do this, James. Don't do that."
I don't think that he should start off with a world champion. I thought that was dumb. I was watching a video where Paulie was coaching a young kid at Gleason. That's how Paulie needs to come up. I don't think that he should just go into the fire.
Yeah, man. I don't really too much care about Alexander, man. He washed up, in my opinion. You know
I
what I'm
thought he
saying?
won that. I thought he won that fight with who was it? And they didn't give it to him. Who?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about. What's his name? Dang, why can't I think of his name right now? Fucking excuse my language, Nick.
It's one fighter that I would want Roy Jones to train, man, because Roy Jones is one of my favorite fighters. He one of the reasons why I fell in love with the sport. It's this kid out of Florida named Bang Williams, man. Uh, I would love to see him train that dude.
Why I heard that name before? What's his first name?
I heard that name too, but I just can't place it.
Hold on, I can go look him up on Instagram right now. Bang Williams.
Dang, who am I? What? Oh my God! Why I can't think of the fighter
I
that
want
I'm
I want
thinking?
to see Roy Jones train some of the up and coming talent out of Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see.
And the person that I'm thinking about Devonport is from Florida. Dang, who am I thinking about? Come on, y'all, help me
I
Talking
out.
know,
about that
I know
Antonio
motherfucking.
Williams. No, he
Nah.
was talking about. No, I looked him up real quick. I'm on BoxRec.
Oh, okay. Dang, man.
You
I
actually,
The
can't think of his name.
last
I know
one
who you're talking about.
Mayweather fought. You know what I mean? The last real boxer he fought.
Andre Berto.
Ray Berto. Dang, why I can't think of his name? God, man. I wasn't even getting hit today, man. What's
I
going
don't
on
know.
with
Yeah, you talking about when Devin fought Andre Berto?
you? Yeah.
Man, that was actually a decent fight, but they both, you could tell they both lost it.
Well, what's the name? Been lost it ever since that injury. He's one person after injury. He never been the same. Andre Berto.
Shit, don't look like Vasil Lomachenko is either.
I
But
tried told him. I'm gonna say like my down south people say. I tried told
you know what I'm talking about?
him. I could never say it, man. I be trying, man.
I know it. I know it. That's why I said it for you.
I gotta actually stay out in Texas to actually be able to say it.
I tried to show. I tried to tell you how to say it. You couldn't. Didn't.
ULT if 503 say it with no problem.
Yeah. It's just a roll of the tongue, man. It's just a roll of the tongue. That's all it is, man. What y'all think about Triple G and his own announcing that 6-fight deal today?
That's funny because 503 bought that up. My brother bought
Hey, let
that
me.
up.
I'm gonna just keep it plain and simple for you, man.
Yeah,
Three
keep it.
Ubers, three tough fights, and I'm done.
I ain't gonna say 3 tough fights. 3 Ubers, Canelo, another Uber, and Canelo one more time.
Nah, man. What he should do is I want them to make him fight Boo Boo. I want them to make him fight Boo Boo because look, I look at it like this. At least he'll have something at the bargaining table. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he gonna get past Boo Boo, but I'm just saying if he was to win, at least he would have something, you know what I mean, at the bargaining table.
Yeah,
Man,
true.
I don't care what nobody say. That the zone ain't letting these dudes fight cherry pick after cherry pick, man.
Yeah, true. Man, say I think they setting up Gabriel Rosado for I think they setting him up. He signed with the zone too, ain't he?
Yeah, I believe so, but I think he might fight this guy.
He's fighting matches.
Some,
He's fighting matches Selecki next.
who that?
Gabriel Rosado.
Rosado.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they.
was talking about Triple G. They gonna
Oh
give him
yeah.
a soft touch. This guy with 19-0 with 4 knockouts. I think his name is Camille Sasarita, something like that. I'm close. You know, it's the perfect opponent. He coming off a long layoff. The guy can punch. He's undefeated, ranked number 2. So that make him look good. 19-0 with 4 knockouts. That's the perfect Triple G opponent.
Yeah. And how many? You say he's undefeated? Oh, he
Yeah,
already
he's
got it.
19-0. Nah, he's 19-0 with 4 knockouts.
Yeah, that is.
Another tomato can.
Yeah, that is somebody because Triple D don't have to go in there worried about his power.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. Fool, are you back? No, he's not. What's up with it, Focus Ball? I see you in the chat, man. Great conversation
Yo,
yesterday, man.
focus ball, man. I need one of them focus balls, champ.
Hey, salute. Yeah, hey, yeah, Focus Ball. Act is a boxer right now. Hey, help him out. Work with that what'd you say it helps working with your footwork, man. Hey.
I actually got one of those you know what I mean, those balls that you put around your head and you punch it or whatever. Actually, I had it on one of my training videos that I posted on Facebook. I mean, but I don't got one of those like like focus ball to where his joint you could like hang it and use it anywhere. You know what I mean? So yeah, I gotta get at you, focus ball. Sub to my channels, man.
Hold on, he just put in the chat. He said, "I got your family. www.focusballs.com." He said, "I'll send you free ones. What's your email? Put your email in the chat
Yeah,
that way.
I got him. I'm about to do it right now. I'm about to go on mute.
All right, all right. Hey, now back to the boxing. But yeah, they got Gabriel Rosado fighting Matthew Selecki, and the winner of that fight is supposed to fight Demetrius Andrade. Um, what y'all think about that? Before we get into the Earl.
Well, that's a good matchup, Selecki and Rosado. You
I
know, I
think
might have to go with Selecki in that fight. It's a good fight. It's a good competitive fight. You know, and Andrade should beat either Selecki or Rosado. You know, but I don't know about Andrade, man. I just don't like the way his career has been managed. I don't like the way he approaches fights, man. He's always susceptible to an upset, man, because I don't like his approach or his temperament, and that's very important to a fighter. You know, I mean, when he knocked out Willie Nelson, I thought he was on his way. He would have beaten anybody because he was the best pure boxer in that division. You know, but now, man, his legs don't look right. I mean, they looked a little better when he fought Walter K. You know, his last opponent, his legs looked a little better. You know, but I don't know about Andrade, man. You know, he has a big question mark. But if he don't watch it, you know, he could lose to Rosado and Selecki. You know, whoever comes out of that fight as the winner. So, you know, if I was Andrade, man, I'd be on my P's and Q's.
yeah. I think Matt Selleck ain't no pushover, and I think he wins this fight against Gabriel Rosado. I think they actually setting Gabriel Rosado up for failure, but you know you never know.
I thought he won that fight against. I thought she actually cheated him out of that fight with Luis Cubaades, and that's kind of hard because that's my Cuban brother. But I got to keep it real. Like I thought Gabe Rosado won that fight. I watched that fight. Actually, me, my girlfriend, and her brother, he came over the house. He was watching it. He thought he won too, and I just thought they cheated Gabe Rosado. You know what I mean? I was like, Gabe Rosado became a boxer and he didn't get painted. When I think of the word painted, right? I think of Gabe Rosado. Gabe Rosado is one of the first boxers that comes to my mind.
Uh, I can think of a few.
He said I could think of a few, but Gabe Rosado face big. Come on, man. Mac, you seen it 1,000,001 times, man. He definitely ain't got that Wolverine healing factor, man.
Yeah, I've seen it here. I've seen. Go back and look at some of Tommy Morrison fights after his fight. Am I lying, Kurt?
You ain't lying.
No, you're not lying.
Man, you talk about
And
painting.
you blood on.
Hell, look at Triple G after he fight.
Nah, that last fight though with Canelo, Jesus, God, he looked pain.
I'm just saying. I've seen a few. I have seen a few. I think Tommy Morrison was the worst for me, but hey, Focus Ball, did you get that email? Because in a minute, if you I'm gonna
Yeah,
delete
do
this.
that. Yeah, because all of these goofballs that be falling in sometimes, man. No, not y'all, not the regulars, but y'all know who I'm talking about, man.
Terrell Bay said, hard luck fighter Gabriel Rosado approaching double digit losses. He already at double digit
He
losses.
been
What you
at
mean?
double digits, bro.
Yeah, he got 11 losses. Shit. All right, man. I'm finna delete your what? Go ahead and delete it,
All right.
because I can't delete it without timing you out, and I ain't timing you out. But yeah, man. 503, what you think about it? You've been quiet over there.
What I think about what, bro?
Gabriel Rosado and Matthew Selecki. And then the winner of that fight going to fight.
Selecki is the dude that lost to Jacobs, right?
Yeah, that's his only loss.
Uh, I mean, this is an okay fight, I guess, on the zone. You know what I'm saying? If you really a middleweight heavy, a middleweight fan of boxing, you like the middleweights. You know what I'm saying? You deep into the middleweights. You know what I'm saying? But if not, man, most people ain't really gonna watch this fight. Not the casual fan.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
but you got to remember, middleweight is a glamour division, bro.
Right.
So
I like the middleweight division, bro. You know what I'm
yeah, what
saying?
is middleweight?
Everybody caught up with heavyweight, man, but we got some real good fights at middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Jared Hurd moving up at the end of the year. Jaime Munguia, you know what I'm saying, peeping around the corner. So it's gonna be interesting. Chris Eubank coming down. So I'm looking to see what that middleweight going wind up looking like, man.
Hold on. Time out. Who is Rod X and why the hell? I need you to explain to me how the fuck you think Mikey gonna knock out Spence. Like, explain to me how and why. I'm sorry, y'all. He just came out of nowhere talking about Mikey is going to KO Spence. They're fucking delusional. I need to know. I see y'all been conversating, but that's what caught my attention right there. So I want you to come in the comments and explain to me
Now
how.
I think that people actually think he's gonna Mikey
Oh,
is gonna Spence. They're
oh, okay.
fucking.
Yeah. King Louis said he was joking. All right, let me know, cause ain't no goddamn way. Shh.
Oh no, Rod X is good people. He knows boxing,
Okay.
man. I
Okay.
I know Rod X,
Yeah,
man. He cool people, man.
if you,
Everybody come. He was joking. That's all I saw. I didn't see nothing else. I just so happened to glance at the chat and I seen Rod X said Mikey was gonna KO Spence. I'm like, what? I didn't even read the whole comment. I just seen Mikey is gonna KO Spence. My bad.
Well,
My bad.
I'm gonna say this about the Spence thing. Areola, also picking Mikey because he said he a lot smarter than Earl. And I'm like, wow, man. I think a lot of Mikey fans, man, they like really delusional, man. Mikey is a good fighter. He does everything good, but him having this crazy boxing IQ like we never seen before, they taking it way too far. Like Spence is like Madonna. What Mikey can do, Spence can do, but better. Spence is smart. Spence is relentless. Spence does everything well, just like Mikey, and he's bigger. But it's not only size. Look for Spence jab to do a lot of damage. So
Spence has a better all around jab, and
yeah,
everything is working off the jab.
exactly. Plus,
and he changes the range on it. He double taps, triple tap. You know what I mean? He could jab it hard, soft. Man, come on, man. These dudes just come on, man. Stop.
Man, and then the thing people like, I'm not gonna take nothing away from Mikey. I do like Mikey. Mikey is technical. Earl's technical, but I don't see one thing that Mikey does better than Earl. Not one.
they don't think so. They think that Mikey is like, Roberto Duran, Salvador Sanchez, and Wilfredo Benitez all rolled up into one. That's what they
Let,
think, man.
let,
They
This is
delusional, bro.
this Stones versus Sugar all over again.
let me tell you right now, getting knocked out is not a choice.
Man, hey, I'm just like, I wish, these boxers, all they ever say is IQ. That's all you hear from anybody that didn't pick Mikey. Hell, Sugar Ray Leonard picked Mikey. He didn't even explain why. I wish one of these fighters would just literally explain to me why, or what do you think Mikey sees in Earl. I know what you said last night, Quattro, but I want somebody to literally explain to me what the fuck they see, because I don't see it. It's like telling me you gonna pick. It's like telling me you're gonna pick Gilberto Ramirez to move up and beat Deontay Wilder. Like, literally, you're gonna pick Zerto to go up there and beat Deontay Wilder. That's what I'm looking and seeing in this fight. And the same outcome is gonna happen. I'm saying I'm picking a knockout before the fifth round. I, People tell me I'm delusional. My cousin, he said Earl gonna win, but he say, man, it's gonna go up to the eighth. Now, y'all keep thinking this fight's gonna go past 6 rounds. Earl going in there to handle business. He gonna treat Mikey like he treat every other opponent. He's gonna hurt this little dude.
Yeah, he ain't gonna give Mikey no shorts, man. He going in to make an example out of Mikey because Earl is the type of dude like this, man. That Mikey called him out, and I was like, "Damn, why he called me out for?" So Earl temperament, he looking at it as disrespect. So he's going in there and trying to make an example out of Mikey. Everything's gonna be hard. Everything's gonna be with bad intention.
And,
He's gonna
and
hit
it's gonna
Mikey in the same place, and he's gonna do it repeatedly. That's what makes Earl so dangerous, man. He don't stop. He don't stop, man. Body, head, body.
Um, Rob Stewart, I understand he's a better counter puncher, but you know how you beat a counter puncher with the combination. Like my uncle used to say, that's how you stop the counter.
Rob Stewart. You say he's a better counterpuncher. You got to
Mm.
be able to. You got to be able to counter the punches, though. That's what I'm saying.
You got to be able to
Earl,
read the target.
Earl, Earl is a precise puncher. He's gonna get inside. He don't even have to get inside on Mikey because his reach is so long. And Earl knows how to box.
Let me ask y'all something. Let me ask the
Um,
panel something. What was the best knockout you seen Mikey have? I'm gonna go first. Jean Latin.
Mine was Latichinen.
Yeah, that's what I said. Jean
Oh,
you
Latin.
said, hold on, what was the question again?
I said, what was Mikey's best knockout?
I can't argue with y'all on that one. 503, you there? I'm over here typing in the chat. I'm trying to get Focus Ball to explain to me how he thinks Mikey has a chance. Because I don't see it. Because Earl is a. I'm gonna just say this. I'm finna ask y'all a question, and I'm gonna just ask it in intermediates as far as boxing all the way down. Who has the better timing between the two, as far as precise punching goes?
To me, Earl. I'm not just saying that. I think Mikey's very slow footed. Like a lot of a lot of Mexican brothers that I know, they're very slow footed. But I'm not saying they don't do other things well. Um, Mikey to me, he's very slow footed. That's why when he said he feels like he's an all around better boxer, and it was just funny when they had the face to face, that told me a lot right there. Like Mikey was selling his old, like I said in the beginning when the fight first got announced. I said that he was selling his old way back then when we was doing lives. I'm gonna still say it to this day because at the end of the day, that when they had the face to face, that told me so much, bro. Like the guy said, I'm gonna put it out there. Who's the quicker fighter? Earl said me. You see how confident Earl was? He said he
Mm-hmm.
basically said I got everything. And you know what I mean? He's like, you keep saying, and then Mikey was trying to bait him into saying, you keep saying if, and then Earl said it's not. He said it's not if, it's how I beat him. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what everybody should really be telling themselves realistically is how Earl beats me.
I'm gonna tell you like this. For everybody in the chat who say Mikey has a chance to beat Spence, does Mikey hit harder than Kell Brook? I want anybody in the chat to tell me, does he hit harder than Kell Brook?
I don't. Not only that, I don't think he would beat Kell Brook.
I don't either, but he don't hit harder than Kell Brook. He don't hit hard. He said Mikey loses, however, he will land punches and his head moving is slightly. No, it ain't. You must don't watch Earl. Earl,
Dang,
Earl barely
Earl
gets
is
hit.
Earl is the R
He said
Anderson of this
he
shit
said
right
what
now.
he sees in Earl is always open when he goes to the body and can be predictable. Focus ball. Anytime you go to the body, you open yourself up to go to
That's
the body.
offending.
You
That
you
is
you
offending.
you counter a body shot by throwing a body shot. So if I'm going to your body, I'm opening myself up. But in order for me to keep from getting hurt from a body, I'm throwing a body to my opponent because it's opening him up. So if I'm gonna take one, he gonna have to take one. So, but you open yourself up throwing a body punch, man. That's anybody. That's any fighter. And he said it's not even close. Shit, Earl don't get hit. Go back and look. The least hit,
they,
huh? Go ahead, Kurt.
my bad. They don't see that because Earl, if you look at the Kell Brook fight, Earl was landing body punches for long range. He like really broke down Kell Brook, man. And a lot of people don't know he broke Kell Brook ribs. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
And his orbital bone and his cheek. He broke all that up. So Mikey is up against it, man. But will he beat Lamont Peterson or Kell Brook? What will Earl do against Latichinen and Rojas? What will he do against Bruner and Robert Easter? Those are his best opponents. Mikey been fighting 13 years, and his best win is against Adrian Bruner. Enough said. Robert
yeah.
Easter. I knew Robert Easter won't go and beat Mikey. I thought he lost to Fortuna.
Oh, Rob X said, honestly, the only way I think Mikey can win is by DQ. Roy Jones versus Griffin won. Listen, let me tell you something. Earl is too under control. He's physically and psychologically, he's in control. This ain't a Terry Norris. And I
Hold
love
on.
it. Everybody know how much I love Terry Norris.
He said just go rewatch Lamont versus Spence. I don't have to. As a matter of fact, I just watched that fight Thursday. I went back and watched it because I wanted to see. I heard them say Mikey Garcia seen something in the Lamont Peterson fight. That's what made me go back and rewatch it. And it was Thursday. I rewatched it. You know what I saw? I seen Spence take some shots from Lamont and realized that, oh, that's all he got. And he put his guard down and started pressuring the shit out of Lamont. That's what I saw. Because that's what I do. If I'm taking your hardest shot and I'm not hurt, I'm coming for you. Now you got to take mine. And he sat
And
there
that's crazy.
and he sat there and brutally beat him up.
Let me add on to what you just said, Mac. That's funny that you said that. I guess it must be a Texas thing. Because he said, I could catch you too. And then Earl said, I'm going to come right back. I'm going to come right back. In the face to face. That's funny that you say that.
I'm just
Yeah,
That's
saying.
and see, that's his mentality. That's Earl's mentality, man. Earl is not the type of fighter, man, that's going to give anything to Mikey or anybody else. He's there to be killed or kill you. He ain't going back up. He going to stick to the plan and stuff like that, and he going to execute that plan, man. You gotta put something on Earl because Mikey is not a thinker like a Terrence Crawford who can switch his levels and box, move, slide against the ropes. You know what I'm saying? He's not savvy like that. Mikey holds his position, but I look at his competition, man. And I'm like, Broner, and I didn't like how Mikey looked in the second half of that fight.
Yeah, he
You know
did.
what I mean? And yeah,
what
he,
round was
he
that? He hurt him to the body, guys. Is
The
that the
seven,
ninth
it,
round?
was
somewhere
it
around there.
what
It was late. I know that
yeah.
much. I know that much. I ain't like how Mikey looked, man. I've been studying Mikey, and I'm like, you go fighter, man. But I'm surprised he ain't knock Easter out. That was alarming. I mean, a win is a win. I understand that, but I'm surprised he didn't knock Easter out, man. So I don't know, man. I don't think he has the power to keep Earl off him. This fight was going as far as Earl wanted to go
He hurt
because
Easter, but he didn't knock him out. And
yeah,
that's another thing. Let me tell y'all something. Easter is 6 foot tall. fighting at 135. That lets me know a whole lot because I'm 6 foot. For Mikey to hurt him and not be able to knock him out at that smaller weight at 6 foot tells me a whole lot. And if he think he's fit to go fight a 5'10", 147 Earl, that's a 12-pound difference.
Man, Mikey, when I give him all the credit in the world, I done broke this fight down in like molecules, man, and then minuscule. I just can't see it, man, because I'm not looking at what Mikey can do. See, Mikey fans looking at what he can do, not what Earl can do. Earl can do things Mikey can do, but better. And you don't have to move your head when you're in the high guard. Winky Wright and Marlon Starling, they was in the high guard. They didn't move their head. Earl, picks off a lot of punches with his shoulders, elbows, forearms, gloves, and he coming to you. He coming like a freight train, man, for real, with a whole lot of steam. And I think Earl
Mhm.
Spence jab is going to be major too.
I think that's to be honest with you. I think that's going to be the major factor of the fight. That jab, because the jab is going to set every single thing up, and it's going to also the feints off of the jab is what's going to really kill it. I'm telling you, man. Watch this fight. I, it's hard. You can't. Everybody say Terry Norris, but you really can't pick somebody that fights like Earl Spence because you've never really seen a fighter like that. He has some Mexican style aspects to his fighting. He has some slick style to his fighting, but he pressure you all at the same time. It's like, how can you defend that?
But see, Mexican boxing fans trying to hijack that aggressive fighter, like a Mike Tyson and George Foreman, they be calling that Mexican style too.
Yeah.
Earl is just cut from a different cloth, man. He's a big welterweight who's a southpaw who can box and can punch and is aggressive. So, it's like really hard to fight dudes like that. It really is, man. So I'm glad that Earl had that fight against Brook in another country because that made him 50% better. He grew up in that fight. I mean, he didn't even like his own performance in that fight. He wasn't hooting and hollering when he got the belt. He was like, I was overshooting my jab, and Kell Brook was countering my jab. And he said, the performance was okay, but I was a little off. And he still beat a very good Kell Brook in England.
Yep. That was a great fight too. That was a great fight. I went back and watched that fight recently. 503, you there? 503 line. You on mute if you there. I just broke the deal
Okay,
with
what's
you.
up? What you said, bro?
Oh, we been sitting here talking about the Earl Spence fight. I'm like, you ain't jumped in one time. I want to hear from you.
Oh no, yeah, you was he was letting Big Kurt cook up. But yeah, man. I didn't try to break this fight down to the to the smallest of compounds, man. Like Kurt said, man. I just can't see Mikey coming out on top, man. And all these Mikey Garcia fans, they coming out the woodworks, man. But what was you guys at when this dude was inactive, man? What was you guys at when 78 Sports TV was interviewing him and and shit like that, man? Y'all wasn't checking for this dude, man. Y'all was too busy riding Triple G nutsack. That's where y'all was at. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden you're a Mikey Garcia fan. You know, and to me, man, Mikey Garcia is good, man, but he's just not. He don't like Kurt said, man. He don't got that. That Benitez and the Rand type ish. He don't got that, bro. He don't. I don't think he that good, man. He a good fighter, man, but he ain't. He don't got it, bro.
I can't say he's not a good fighter because Mikey is a talented fighter. I can't take nothing away from Mikey. Is nice. He's a real talented fighter. Just against the wrong, he just picked the wrong opponent this time. He should have came and got himself acclimated to the 147 division before he decided to go after Earl. He could have went after Jeff Horn or somebody. I think he would have did better against Sean Porter. I think he might beat Sean Porter, but against Earl, nah. I just don't see it. One of them ones. I see you into the building. What's good, my brother?
Oh, to everyone on the panel, salute Mr. Anderson. It's good to see you, man. Long time no see, man. Big up. Salute
One
to
of the
everyone on the
ones.
panel.
What's good with you, bro?
Oh, my brother, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm blessed, man. I'm just, looking forward to this weekend's boxing. There's a lot of fights coming on this weekend. And I'm also looking forward to. This isn't no one to recommend. This is just a personal favorite for me. Kevin Johnson's fighting this weekend. Some of you may know of him. He's nothing special. He's just a punching bag.
Yeah.
But I just like to see him fight. That's all.
He
Man.
he didn't used to be a punching bag. I don't know what happened, but he didn't used to be a punching bag. Now he's just a punching bag. He was a good heavyweight at one time.
Yeah, I just like watching him fight. He's just a guilty pleasure. So I'm looking forward to him, as well as all the other brothers that are fighting this weekend, Spence and them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
Right on, right on.
What Kevin Johnson fighting at?
He's fighting in Germany against a no-named opponent. I think he's going to be fighting in Germany from now on.
He trying to make some kind of money. He trying to make something.
Yeah,
You know
man,
what?
he's doing his thing.
Coming to think about it, I was sitting here thinking, Mikey is talented, and Mikey is one of the best at 135. But I don't think Mikey, as of right now, we got who at 135? Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Vasil Lomachenko. And who got the mother belts? It's
At
just
135.
yeah. It's just not on the top of my head right now.
Comey
You got
Comey, yeah, Richard Comey.
and Mikey.
Yeah.
That's it. And then
Yeah,
Lomachenko
Mikey.
got the other two.
there you
I
go.
think come to think of it, I think Mikey ran because Mikey was gonna have to face Teofimo.
Actually, Devin Haney is ranked actually higher. I just found out today. So he might have had to fight Devin Haney first.
Yeah, because they both.
I don't think he ducked Teofimo. I think Teofimo just came up, really, just got his little buzz like at the end of last year.
No, I
Nah,
ain't saying. No, I'm not saying he ducked nobody. I'm just saying it's just
he would have had to face
yeah,
Devin though first,
he got
guys.
some hard competition coming up at that 135, man.
Okay. Who is this mandatory act? What you was gonna say?
Richard
No, I was
Comey.
saying Devin Haney is actually once Corolla gets beat, Devin's gonna be number 3. So he's actually ranked higher. That's why what's the name tried to talk to the WBC. I don't know if it's like a little competition between them, and then actually Luke Campbell and this other dude be fighting. I think they're gonna end up fighting for the vacant belt. But hopefully Devin Haney could get in the mix somewhere. But Devin Haney is ranked very high in the WBC. He's ranked ahead of Teofimo. So he would actually more likely have to fight Devin Haney before Teofimo.
El Chinito says Teofimo and Devin are unproven. Can they even beat Comey? Teofimo Lopez will beat Comey.
Come on, man. Stop playing.
Devin will beat Comey, but Comey is nice. I'm not taking nothing away from Comey.
Come on.
Just watching that last fight, he did have some suspect moments, but he looked pretty
Kirk,
good in that last fight.
Kirk, can I ask you something?
What's good?
I know we always talk about legs looking weak. If Richard Comey's legs ain't look weak, man, don't call me Quattro Cinco.
But El Chinito, he said, win or lose, he riding with Mikey. So you think Mikey can win this fight? I just want to know how. Just tell me how you think. I don't want you to tell me he gonna win. I want you to tell me how he gonna win and what he's gonna do to win this fight.
Yeah, stay ready.
Yo,
I got Spence winning this fight, but the only way that I see Mikey winning this, and this is a big question mark for me, and it's respect for the unknown. Is and I've never seen him do this before, so he's going to have to shock the world by doing this. Is if he fights on the back foot or he turns into Pernell Whitaker overnight, which he's not that type of fighter. That's the
Uh,
only way I see Mikey winning this.
he's not that type of fighter, but I have seen him fight on the back foot, but it wasn't no good. He wasn't good fighting on the back foot.
But on top of that, though, even if he did do that, Errol Spence is really good at coming forward, cutting off the ring, and he's an excellent pressure fighter. You know what I mean? So even if he was to take that approach, outboxing, you know, and all of that, I just don't think he'll be effective enough against Spence with that, if that makes sense. But that's the only way that I can see him winning. And if he's successful with it, then, you know, and he can go the distance, then yeah, he might be able to win that way. But I personally, I don't see it. And if it does happen, it will be a shock to me. But that's one way I see Mikey. Well, that's one way that Mikey can potentially beat Spence, if that all kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I get what you're saying. El Chinito comes back. He said Earl is the favorite, but I hope Mikey shocks the world. Mikey does so much for our community, and I support him 100%. Hey, I'm not knocking you one bit for that, El Chinito. Salute to you, my brother, because you know Earl does the same thing. And he said Mikey to Mexicans is like Wilder to African Americans. I get what you said with the analogy, but yeah, I can see what you're saying. But Earl does just as much to the black community, especially in Dallas. He does so much just for the city of Dallas alone, not just for African Americans. He just does a lot. And so does the Charlo brothers. That's why I focus a lot on those two, because they do so much for the city of Houston and us in the African American community. Wilder too. So you know that's why I'm always root for them before I root for anybody else.
Hey, Mikey named one of his sons Django after the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's
real.
cool, man.
That's the one that is going to be a boxer. I like that little kid. I
Yeah.
hope my
And I fuck with Mikey, man. I seen that he went to go see a cancer patient or some shit like that, man. So he does, you know, he does do a lot for the community, man. I'm not mad at Mikey, man. But the
Yeah,
kid is about to get destroyed, El Chinito.
Yeah.
Taco meat.
I gotta
I
agree with
just
you, brothers, man. I do give Mikey a honorary temporary hood pass. You know what I mean, for that. So, you know, of all the Mexicans, yeah, Mikey's cool, man. I ain't got no problems with Mikey.
I like Mikey too. It's just when it come to Earl, man. Listen, man. I just gotta keep it real, man. Like he just picked the wrong one, man.
I just think it's strange, man, for him to challenge Earl where he had the Lomachenko fight in his lap, man. I just think it's really, really strange, man, because when fighters do that, man, like Kell Brook fighting Triple G and Amir Khan fighting Canelo, they having it built an excuse, but Mikey really think he can win, you know, but when the bell ring, man, you know, what you see outside the ring and what's in the ring is totally different because people thought they can beat Mayweather easy, and we all know how that turned out. But you know, I just think they underestimating Earl, man. I wanted to see the Garcia Lomachenko fight so damn bad, man, because there's no excuse. The weight is, you know, the same, but and I wanted to see Crawford and Spence, man, but boxing never goes the way you think it's gonna go, man. So now we got, you know, Spence versus Garcia on Saturday.
But you know
But
what?
let me hold on.
Yeah,
Excuse me, one. Let me.
yeah, no
I
problem.
didn't answer that question. Yeah, Comey legs didn't look steady. Andrade legs and it's not what they used to be in somebody else, man. So once your legs go, man, you're in trouble.
Hey man, El Chanino said he said I also didn't want Mikey to take the Spence fight, but oh well, he on a kamikaze mission.
God, I
I
respect that.
I,
I
I
respect that.
respect.
I respect you. You out of all of these Mikey fans, make sure you sub to the channel, champ.
Yeah, man, you
Yeah,
welcome
I like
anytime, bro.
that you said that because I know what you're going off for. This is more one of them. I'm going with my heart instead of my mind.
Yeah,
But you know,
I learned a long time ago. Stop going with my heart. I lost too much money going my heart. I
But we
lost to
need.
Tom Brady $500 2 times back them first 2 Super Bowls. I just started betting with him every time and been winning ever since.
Yeah, well, we'll see, man. But it's just strange how he almost had an obsession because he kept bringing up name and he called Al Hammond and Al called Earl, and then when they was at the fight and Earl was sitting down and they asked Mikey who he want to fight, Mikey said, "Man, I want to fight sitting over there, Earl." I was looking at the TV strange because I'm saying to myself, what is it? Like, he just picked Earl, man, and I learned this in the gym, man. Fighters are the biggest liars in the world. They have no choice but to be that way. They see something, they think they can take it on, and it's fool's gold. Like Roy thought he can go to heavyweight and come back down. Roy really thought he was Superman. Some people be on suicide missions.
But
So we want to see Saturday night, man. Earl's a damn good fighter, man. Whoever get in the ring with, man, even Crawford, who I think is the best fighter in the world, it's not going to be easy beating Earl. His style, man, and his mind. It's his mind that makes him dangerous.
And you know what? And that's one thing out of everything we done talked about with Earl, we haven't talked about his boxing IQ one time. One time. Because I can't say because his style is so prevalent, but his
Who
boxing
haven't talked
IQ is
about the
next to
boxing
none.
IQ?
No, I'm talking about just I'm just
Nah,
talking about we ain't focused on it basically. I said we
he
haven't
does
focused.
got a good boxing IQ, man. A
Yeah.
lot of people got a one-dimensional jab to where it's a stiff jab. I remember one time me and Rough House was talking about that. And I was trying to tell him when I box, I try to do the same thing. Like Earl, I try to, triple, double it certain points in the fight. Sometimes I throw it stiff, sometimes I throw it soft. But, you change the range of your jab so that, you want to bait the opponent to kind of, walk into something. Sometimes if you jab, they might have a false sense of security. You can make them, run. Yeah, me personally, that's how that's what I know from my experience. And I think Earl and that Lamont Peterson, you can watch him change the range of his jab. If you go back and watch that fight, pay very close attention.
Yeah, man. Fuller, you back yet? Or you still over there handling some business?
I don't know. When he on your lives, he love them K Verdes, man.
Yeah, I know, right? He always get quiet on my live. He ain't said nothing since we been live.
Boy, and some poom poom, man.
He said
Boom, boom.
when the when the Amir Khan and Bud fight, come on, he gonna try to line up a K Verde. He ain't gonna try to watch Bud. He had me cracking up on 503's live earlier, man. Fool had me in tears, man. He said if I was Bud, I would buy myself out of that contract.
What's up, Deontay Wilder's biggest fan? I see you in the building, champ. Just I hope you ain't a troll.
Oh, yo, LT.
Yeah, I see it. I'm doing it now.
Okay.
Y'all cook.
Okay. Quick question. Dag, Mac, I actually wanted to ask you something while I just thought about it.
Well,
Did you see the Ugas and Teofimo sparring?
yeah, I did.
What'd you think?
It was decent, man. It looked like they were. Yeah, Teofimo
Ugas
got the
was
best of him.
Ugas posted in the sparring session. Same thing he did. He did like threw his hands up, like aping in the sparring session, like I guess trying to talk Teofimo. Yeah, I was like, dang, yo, he do that all the time, I guess.
Judges don't like when a dude who ain't never proved nothing showboating. I'm telling you now, they do not like that.
You're lying.
They don't like that, man. Him clowning with the Porter, he should be kicking himself in the nuts, man, because he had that fight. He could have very easily won that fight, even though I still thought Ugas won. But all that clowning and stuff like that, only people that proven can do that, like a Ali or Leonard, other fighters, Camacho, because they're proven commodities. But when you want to come up and you clowning and stuff like that, and the fight remains in the balance and you lose by split decision, they send you a message.
Kurt, do you think he was trying to get in the psyche?
I just think he had a lot of bravado in that fight, man, trying to prove. They did spar before him and Porter, so they know each other. He was just trying to, that bravado, machismo. You don't gotta stick your chin out and raise your hands and stuff like that. Just fight. When you become champion, then you can, showboat or whatever.
Yeah, man, he was messing with the wrong one too. Uh, hey, El Chino asked you, Kurt. He said at 154, who wins, Lubin or Spence? And that's I'm picking Spence, but I'm not Spence. I'm not even looking at Spence being. By the time Spence go to 154, Lubin might either be washed up or moved up.
I like Spence Chinito because I like Lubin. He's all right, but something about Lubin when he gets hit, Charlo too, man. I just don't like his frame. I don't like guys' frame gaggly like that, man. When they get hit, I don't think he's going to take a punch very well, especially from Spence to the body or to the head. I think Spence stops Lubin, by TKO. It's just something about Lubin that certain fighters don't react well when they get hit, man. And if Lubin ain't doing the hitting and his opponent is, he's in trouble.
And Kurt, that is a good thing that you brought up. Having a good poker face is very important in my judgment. It's like I always say, the littlest details sometimes is the most important. A lot of outsiders won't view it as that. But when you're a fighter, stuff like that matters. You being calm, you being composed, a trainer too. So I agree with what you just said 100%. You know who has the best poker face in boxing? To me, go back and watch this recent fight. Just happened last weekend. Bivol, literally, his face does not change. That motherfucker does not change for nothing.
Hey, salute to Ashley's corner in the building. Salute, Queen. Salute. She says she want to see Ugas versus Danny Garcia. That would be a hell of a fight.
Did you and did anybody catch that fight? Did you catch that fight, Kurt, with him and Joe Smith Jr.? Joe Smith Jr. did rock in the 11th, but
round.
Still had the same face.
Yep, he did. He did, man. Joe
like
Smith
him,
is a good puncher, but don't know how to box to save his life to set up the power punches. Nothing. Just he did land a good right hand that shook Bivol, but Bivol was poker face, like you said. So it was Bivol.
Hey, LT, go on mute. He came in the building. It was loud.
With his son.
Oh man, I just heard echo.
Had him in the background. Yeah, man. I think Bivol, and shout out to Bivol because he said he wants everybody that's a champion. So
Kovalev called him out.
No, shoot, I got Bivol in that fight, no problem.
Yeah, I hope he take that fight. And do a rematch clause so he can make sure he can get back in that rematch and beat him up again. In that whole career.
Bivol is a good boxer, man. I like him, man. I don't know, it's crazy because Marcus Brown could go two ways. He got the WBA fight, and then he could also, wait for what's his name? Volstick. Volstick after he makes his voluntary defense. That's
probably the only one.
Marcus Brown.
That's probably the only one I really think just really gives him and Brown probably gives Bivol the most trouble.
And you're not wrong for that. You're not wrong. To me, those are the only two. Me and 503.
I think Vasquez wins though.
Me and 503 didn't really agree with the Anthony Yard thing. I'm not really impressed with Anthony Yard, man. You know, me personally.
I'm not saying Anthony Yard can't beat him. I just see Anthony Yard
I
on
think he
different.
could. Only person I think Anthony Yard could beat right now, out of them 175 elites, is Kovalev. He should go for Kovalev.
I see Anthony Yard on a different path. I think he's doing step by step. He's going up each step. He's taking his time.
Well, good luck. I ain't gonna follow. I want to see you make. You make something shake, champ.
I know everybody want everybody to jump in. Everybody ain't made to jump right in the fire, man.
I agree with you. But look at what we dealing with now in boxing. Ain't nobody jumping in the fire anyway. So I wouldn't mind somebody being different and jumping into the fire. I mean, I'm just saying. Ain't nobody really letting their nuts drag.
I ain't saying not let your nuts drag, but if you don't, it's just like you, Quattro. When you start boxing and you and you get up there and you 4-0, you're gonna be calling out for a championship fight.
I'm not saying that, but
that's what I'm saying. Everybody's stepping stone. Look at Lomachenko. Lomachenko jumped out there early. He didn't care. He jumped out there early. So
you know what? I know Fuller gonna be mad. I kind of respect him for that. I gotta give Lomachenko respect for that, man, because a lot of dudes don't let their nuts drag like that. He was that confident in his ability, which he wasn't that far off. It's just, you know what I mean? That wasn't his night. You know what I mean? I do think Orlando Salido won that fight, you know? And but I still give Lomachenko credit. He believed in his abilities like you're supposed to as a fighter and stepped up and did it. I feel like with homeboy with Anthony Yard, like I want to see something. If you
hold on, Quattro, before you finish your thought, Ashley Corner just made a perfect point. She said Anthony Yard only had 10 amateur fights. He's learning on the job. For that reason, he's taking his time.
I mean, I'm not going. And you want to know what's crazy? Ashley's Corner. You want me to tell you another person that only had 10 amateur fights? His name is David Benavidez. And
but you gotta think about it. David Benavidez.
It don't, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. The only difference is I could believe that David Benavidez was probably always in the gym, just constantly sparring, and made up probably for all of that lack of amateur experience. Rocky Marciano only had 12. You know what I'm saying? It does, you know, look, amateurs matter in a way, but then there's the other half of it where it doesn't matter. Because if you stay in the gym and you stay honed in and you stay locked in, you can make up for lost time. I really believe that. David Benavidez is living proof of that. Look how well he boxes with only 10 amateur fights. So we can't really go off of that. No offense, Ashley. That was a good point that you brought up. It's just, you know, I'm really immersed into this sport because I'm a fighter myself. So I look at details.
El Chanito say David Benavidez has been sparring for professional boxers since he was 15 years old.
I know, and there's that. And look, that's why I'm saying he probably, and that's exactly what I said. He probably stayed into that gym to where it didn't even matter that he didn't have that many amateur fights.
Yeah.
That's the type of person I am.
Yeah, that makes a difference, though. That makes a major difference. But I'm not saying Anthony Yard ready. I'm not saying he's not ready. I'm saying until he says it out of his own mouth, he don't have a belt, so ain't nobody calling him out.
Nah, you right. You right, Mac. I can't disagree with you on that. That's a good point that you just said right there. But me personally, I want to see him step it up because all of the stuff that he's doing is getting a bit boring, man. It's getting a bit boring. And if he don't hurry up and do something soon, the only person that I feel like that he can be, if he wants to get a belt, I don't think if somebody else ends up grabbing that belt, I feel like the way his body frame is, I'm gonna keep it real with you. He gonna have to move up to cruiserweight soon.
He making weight.
Yeah, he making weight now. But if he wait a couple of years,
he's not the only one giving us boring fights. Anthony Joshua, boring fight. Canelo.
Well, this fight that he got coming up now ain't that boring. I like this.
Hold on. This fight here, since when the last time he had a fight that wasn't boring?
I agree with you. I can't argue with you. I like the fight. I like, because what's the name? Miller got a lot of spunk, which I expected him being from New York. Here, he go have that. You know what I mean? So, I like that, man, because I know behind the gloves, I seen a little preview for it. That even was already entertainment, and that was only like a minute they showed of it with him, Johnny Nelson, and Anthony Joshua. So I can't wait for that to come out, the full episode. I will be tuning in. I honestly think that I just want. It's so much going on at 175 Mac that I want to see Anthony Yard do. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dude that had a little bit of amateur fights and they made something pop. My boy, my uncle's man's, Jason Sosa? He only had 3. He ended up winning, it was a secondary. I call it the secondary black belt. But, a lot of these dudes consider that a world champion. He beat Javier Fortuna.
Man, I don't even know why you brought that dude name, but
I want to address something what Janito said in the chat. I didn't get the answer. He said, why didn't James Toney fight Bernard Hopkins? Because of James Toney weight kept fluctuating, so he did call Bernard out, but James Toney was a cruiserweight and Bernard was a middleweight, and he wanted to meet at a catch weight, and Bernard said no. There was talks about them fighting when Bernard wasn't trying to go there. Bernard was trying to fight De La Hoya. I don't blame him when he got that bag, so it never materialized because basically James Toney ate his way out the middleweight division.
Damn. Fat ass. Man. Damn. LT.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man?
What's going down, man?
Man, chilling, man. I see you.
My son got the tape.
I was just gonna say it.
I ain't got the tape. That's the ball, man. I just ain't gotta cut my shit. That's a ball fade, man.
That boy got a south side fade.
Yeah, I got that Dallas. You know what I'm talking about?
That boy walking around looking like a young star.
Young youngster.
I was just looking at the
I can't hear you, bro.
You look like you like 26 right now.
Shit, man. I'm just, blessed, bro. Some good genetics, man. That's all. Blessed with some good genetics, bro. A lot of people don't believe my age, man. They think I'm younger than what I am.
What Black Fight Fan would have said? That's hard work and slave DNA.
Real shit. That's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what it is. It's slave DNA, man.
What, you over there cooking or something?
Yeah, man, making some great fries with chicken and some cornbread and some broccoli and cheese rice and some corn for the kids and shit. And fam.
That boy done made a whole spread over there.
Hey, man, he made a 7-course meal, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm making weight chilling with him. You be looking like Manny Fresh.
Nah, man. No, I'm trying to gain some weight over here. I need much fat as I can get.
Tank look like Manny Fresh. You'll probably be looking like Jay Fizzle.
Right.
Jazzy Faye.
Yo, I'm going on mute for that, man.
I know I'm waiting on this goddamn. Can't wait for the Spence fight to go in and pop off, man.
I already know who you gonna think gonna win.
Hold on,
Well,
I want to ask something off topic.
all right, go ahead.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you see that fight in New York? The MCs, man, one for the dude from New York, he's fighting in Midtown Manhattan. He got a $150 across his face with that box cutter. Did you see that?
Nah. I didn't see that, man.
You
Nah.
know the MC I'm talking about. One was from the South, one from New York. They boys, they met up. They was in the store shopping, and I don't know what happened. Something happened, man. They start brawling. It's on the news. It was on Channel 7 News, Channel 5 News.
Oh, you
They
talking about
all
the
was
one?
fighting on the sidewalk in Midtown Manhattan
You talking
in the
about when they
rich
jumped that
section of
dude?
Manhattan. What's his name?
They jumped that dude.
Yeah, he used to go with Black China, man. They gave him a $150 across his face, but it is what it is, man. I
You
had to
talk about
ask.
Casanova, right?
No, not
Nah,
Casanova.
him. I forgot his name, man. He used to go with Black China. He young, 18 years old. Damn, what's his name, man? I forgot his name. But anyway, they showed the brawl. They was
His name is God damn. You said it was a rapper dude go out with black. He was a rapper go out with Black China.
yeah.
He got beat up in front of sex.
God damn, what's that cat name? It just
I
slipped my
forgot his
tongue.
name, man.
Man.
Dang, he got a different type of name.
Man, because I was gonna look it up.
It ain't
Damn.
not Tiger, but
No.
Nah, the other dude. I forgot his name. I saw it was on Wendy Williams too. She showed a lot of it.
YBN Almighty.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, YBN?
Yeah, he got beat up in front of sex.
Yeah, he was yeah, man, they got him pretty good, man.
Yeah, they going in. Yeah, he said YM something. Yeah, that's that's what I was thinking. Actually, I couldn't think of his name, but yeah, YBN, man. I just remember all I could think about was he was in front of sex, flashing all his jewelry and chains. Next thing you know, he getting beat up by some dudes with Vans on.
Hey, yo, let me tell you something. Them sneakerheads, them the niggas you gotta look out for, man. For real, man. Them niggas is thorough, especially in North. Yo, when there's a Air Jordan coming out, man, and the line is around the corner, you gotta look out for them dudes, man, because if you coming out there with some Air Jordans and they sold out, man, they'll get you. And they could be on skateboards and vans.
I seen that happen one time. We was on the Ave, man, and my man's he got the Concords, the 11s. Oh man, son, yo, it was a whole brawl out there, man. He showed me the footage and all of that, and then one of these other dudes that live around the way ended up taking the kicks. So he ended up. It was crazy because while he was fighting the other dude, I guess the sneakers fell out of his hands, and some dude around the way ended up taking the kicks. Long story short, man, I ain't trying to, tell nothing, but they caught up to him, man. It got ugly. Sam Cassell, Tyrone Hill, ugly. You know what I mean?
Damn,
Your trail spree well.
That's crazy. Yo, you gotta look out for them sneakerheads, man. They gangster for real.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this: anybody come try to fight me and got on some Vans, I'm gonna kick your ass. I wish you would. I ain't getting beat up by nobody wearing those skateboard shoes. I'm sorry. Ashley Corner.
A movement in those.
Huh?
I didn't know. I heard they might have be able to hit some pivots on you, champ.
Bro, I walk around with steel toe cowboy boots on. I will kick the shit out of one of these little niggas. I'm just telling you. I will kick the shit out of one of these little niggas in their kneecap first. I'm not losing. I don't care if I got to fight dirty. I'm not losing to nobody with no Vans on. Hey man, this dude said I'll fuck these niggas up with these skateboard shoes. I'm telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I'm not losing to nobody wearing no Vans. Actually, this corner said, "What round y'all think Mikey gonna get his nose broke in?"
Third,
Fourth.
third round.
Like I said, she said, "You know, he got his nose broke by lipping this. I don't care about his nose. I know his rib gonna get broken
His
about the fourth."
nose always
He's
get.
gonna be middle rounds, man. But I think he's gonna break Mikey down.
Hey, see, somebody say he got head movement. Not to cut you off, Kurt, but your nose always be leaking. He got head movement like that.
Mikey ain't a defensive wizard, bro.
Yeah,
At
hold on,
no
yeah.
means.
Kurt, yeah, Focus Ball said that Mikey has better head movement than Earl.
Nah, that's why that nose get painted, champ.
It's really about the same, bro, because Earl really don't use all his head when he blocking it with his guards and parrying.
Good point, LT. See, LT, you can't talk about Earl and LT ain't around. LT be having the bat signal up. Yeah, I mean, they put the cowboy signal up. And LT, he see the light, he coming true.
Oh, me, I am. I don't see nobody fucking with him all until he get to 154. I really don't see nobody fucking with him.
Shit,
Until he get to 154.
Hey,
gonna be an animal there.
Money Power for the be the next week.
I mean, I see Terrence Cooper giving him a good fight, but I just don't see nobody really just taking him there. I don't see him going another 11 rounds, bro, until he get to 154.
I agree with you with that. That was a good assessment. I agree with that. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
No, I was just saying Money Power that went viral.
Oh.
Yeah, salute to Money Power the fourth, man.
I like Money, man. I always liked him. I've been watching him since Dante Boxing Nation been promoting him. So I've been watching all his early fight. So I'm glad I'm not one of these people that just learning about him or nothing like that. Salute to him, man. And just because you told on me, you ain't got to go to a shorter person's body. That's an example right there.
You said what? Oh, just because you taller than me?
No, I'm saying just because you told, that doesn't mean that you ain't got to go to the shorter person's body. I said there goes a good example right there.
Yeah, man.
One of the fights I'm looking forward to that nobody ain't talking about is Ron Versailles versus Estrada. I think that's going to be like a really good fight. But that's in the lighter weight divisions. People ain't going to care, but I think that's going to be a good fight.
That's on Dizan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just can't imagine Ron Versailles be eating fried rat.
Man, look.
Man,
Quattro Cinco, man, look. I don't knock none of these other coaches for what they eat. Because you got some of them look at us for stuff that we eat. So you can't knock them over there, man.
Would fried chicken never look bad?
Right.
And watermelon.
We eating that cone down here. Man.
Only thing, the craziest thing y'all told me that y'all ate down there, Mac, and I still want to try it, so I might be crazy for trying it. I think y'all say y'all eat alligators. No, 503 brought that up.
I do eat alligators. I cook it all the time.
I want to ask Chanito something when Ack and Stay Ready finish.
I'm done.
Very interesting. I want to see what he say. Because Chanito knows boxing.
Yeah, I just ate shark the other day too.
Chanito, why don't Miguel Canto was a great Mexican fighter, and I know why, but I want to see what Chanito said. Miguelito Canto was a great Mexican fighter who never gets the love he deserved. He's never mentioned, because he was a technical boxer. He might have been the most technical fighter ever come out of Mexico, but for some reason he don't get no love. And I know the culture in Mexico is they like aggressive fighters, but him and Salvador Sanchez were my favorite fighters. I want to see what Chanito say.
Yeah, Chanito, man, you got to keep coming around here.
We really need to start getting some of these Hispanics on y'all lives, bro. When y'all go live, you know what I'm talking about?
Shit.
Yo, man, the craziest fight I seen was was before Barrera Morales. There was a rivalry with Carlos Arate. He was a Mexico legend. He was a power puncher, very well known. Versus Alfonso Zamora. They call it Battle of the Z Boys. That was the original Barrera versus Morales rivalry. That was the craziest fight, man, because somebody was setting off cherry bombs in the arena. You kept hearing someone go boom, boom. And they were setting off cherry bombs, and what happened was this dude in his underwears and wife beater ran into the ring, just like Fan Man or Bo Holyfield, and they stopped the fight, and the police, threw him through the ropes, and then at the end of the fight, Zarate knocked out Zamora. The two managers, they start kicking each other with high heel platform shoes on. That was a crazy fight. That fight is on YouTube. It's hilarious. Go ahead, y'all.
Oh, man. I was just listening to you cook, man, because it's just a sport. Man, he said even Mikey was considered boring early in his career. Man, there's a lot of fighters that you can say was boring early in their career. Uh, Shit, Tyson Fury. But I was a Tyson Fury fan, not anymore. He didn't throw all that out the window. But I was a
I
big
ain't gonna
Fury fan
I ain't gonna
before.
necessarily say Mikey was probably born, bro. I just don't think, you know what I'm saying. He just had a lot of it just a lot of excitement going on about him. You know what I mean? He was just basic, like he say he is now. You know what I mean? 'Cause he was still dropping motherfuckers and shit. Shit, he just didn't nobody know about him. And I think Mikey, he don't have that flair. I think the only reason why people like Mikey is because he's stepping up and fighting these uh these
No,
black fighters and shit, man.
El Chinito said it a minute ago. He does so much for his community.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about besides out of the Hispanic community, like why we didn't notice them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't talk a lot. He not very, you know what I mean, outgoing and very, brandish and shit. You know what I mean? And then I mean, shit, he not like, you know what I'm saying, super aggressive. He ain't got that swag like Telfimo. You know what I mean? I think it's
Yeah,
probably because how him stepping up and taking these challenges.
but see, at least but see, Mikey don't mind fighting nobody. Mikey want to fight
Right,
everybody.
right.
Yeah, I mean, I give him credit for taking the fight, man. He's there to be great, man. So, I commend him. I wanted to see him and Lomachenko, but boxing don't go like that. So he's stepping up and he picked Earl. You know, and what y'all think about Keith Thurman? Say, Earl, what do you think about being the number two
I think
best one? I was
I think he a
cracking up,
hoe.
man.
I think he a hoe. He trying to troll.
Yeah, he was. He knew what he was doing. He
Because
knew
no,
what he was
because
doing.
no,
That's why.
because but see, y'all got to peep too. Y'all got to peep too, man. That dude did it from a safe place because he wouldn't have asked that question if Earl was right there.
Real shit.
Yeah, he was shook when they were face to face, and Earl was looking at him when they was on Showtime. Scared to death, scared to look, just shook. Mob Deep. He
Now,
was shook.
Kurt, you seen when they was on that carpet and Earl came up behind them or whatever, and he was like, "Don't be trying to don't be trying to jinx me or put no voodoo on me or whatnot." And after Earl walked off, and he was trying to laugh it off, trying to be cool. Some one of the reporters, I think, said something to him. He was acting like he had a little attitude and shit. He was salty about Earl interrupting his little interview and whatever, and it felt like he be feeling like Earl be punking him on the low, even if Earl don't be trying to punk him. It's just how intimidated he is against Earl and Earl presence. He feel like Earl trying to punk him all the time.
But see, that's how we
Yep.
are down here too. I'm gonna tell you something. This is something about people from Texas. I just want everybody to know it ain't. We don't do it automatically, but sometimes if we feel somebody soft, but they try to play us on the sly, we'll start bullying you on, and it don't be on purpose. It's just we see what kind of person you are, so we for they try to expose you just like that. Oh, he over here talking shit behind my back, but then he
Hey,
over here lollygagging and pussyfooting right here.
say
No, ho, this
that's
this
real
just how we
talk
is.
too, bro. That's real talk too. That's real talk. I got a neighbor that's like that, and he be trying to throw every game in the book on me and shit. He a smoker, be trying to do every smoker trick he can on me to trying to get some shit. And I be on his ass just because I know he be trying to run game.
Yeah, it's just I don't know why we like that because it's everybody, bro. I done seen it. I didn't even seen it with some soft dudes. You know, they'll just. It's like a. It's like we recognize certain shit and we just try to expose it. It's just like y'all in New York could do the same thing, but y'all do it in a different way. Ours is more prevalent because you can see the energy. Like with Earl and
I
Keith
think
Thurman.
down here, bro. I think of down here in the South, bro, being like real or trill, like it means so much to be 100 nigga down here, bro. You know what I'm saying? To be square business down here. You know what I mean? Just to be 100 nigga means a lot, bro. And when you fuck it up with a nigga, it's just like it ain't no return, bro. Niggas just, you know what I mean? I don't know, bro. Realness is everything down here, man. It's more than money. You know what I'm saying? And all that, like respect and just 100 niggas is more. It's worth more than anything out here, bro.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean it's the same. It's the same in London. Like if you're not, you get. I mean, it's a universal thing. You get some people that wish they were something that they're not, and they try to promote themselves as more than they are. They try to oversell themselves. And where I come from, man, so many guys got exposed for that, and like it's just one of those things, man. Like you should just be yourself because in London, it can be ruthless like that. Not in the same way as you guys are saying, because our society is different. But yeah, man, all of that it's the same here as well. It's probably the same everywhere, you know. Like if you're not about that life, if you're not that type of person, don't try to pretend you are because you are going to get found out. I don't care where you go, man. You can go to deepest, darkest, blackest, what do you call it, Brazil. You know what I mean? If you try and fool around and try and pretend you're that guy, them man there, they will kill you for fun. Them guys there, they don't play around. You know what I mean? I've seen them guys kill people for fun just because they're bored. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just. I think it. Do you know what? I think it might be a Western thing actually, because there's a lot of pressure in the society to. Everything's about making that money, you know, making money, looking fly, being that person, living that movie, you know. So you just get some interesting characters out here, man. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Just looking at the titles as it stands today, just calculated it up, and America, oh shit, America's got 20 titles, and the UK's got the second most, got 9. Mexico's got 7, Ukraine 7, South Africa's got 7.
They got that many in South Africa?
Yeah, lower weights.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like Tete and them, man. Yeah, it's like Tete and them guys there. And then you got, so the US title holders, the US has got 16 unique title holders. UK's got 6, Mexico 6, Japan 4, Ukraine 4. Who else is there? Yeah, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, South Africa, they're doing their thing, man. But I've noticed that the South Africans, they tend to reside in those lower weights a lot. You know, like the flyweight, light flyweight, minimum weight.
Yeah. And the Africans be over there skipping it. The Africans be over there skipping it, man. I seen something on YouTube the other day when they had some like some kind of street fighting shit where they had things wrapped up on their hand. They would just swing on one or something.
Yeah, that's called dem. It's a sport. It's called dembe. They do it a lot in Nigeria.
Yeah,
yeah.
They was out there trying to knock each other out too, boy.
Yeah, that stuff is lethal. Yeah.
I just gained a whole new respect for El Chinito. Man, you welcome here anytime, homie. He stays in Laredo. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the worst part of Texas. I don't care where you stay in the United States. You will respect Laredo. They is worse than anywhere else in the nation. That is the
Yeah,
worst
I'm
place
gonna say
in
kill
the
your
United
ass out there, boy.
States. If the essays don't kill you, the FBI will. Shit.
Right, right. Oh, me, they will.
I'm not joking. The cartel run that city.
Y'all be seeing that shit with them essays be on them top, be with them on the back of them trucks and pulling away from them gas stations and lighting shit up, coming through there with them what they be having them big ass machine guns hooked up to the back of their trucks. Stay ready.
Yeah.
They be back there wilding out down that way, man. Wilding hard.
And they don't
Yeah,
show and they don't show none of that on the news. Yeah,
yeah, I
Alex,
heard
there
about that.
goes the FBI.
I heard them man there that it's so deep down there. They ain't even got a police force down there. It's the straight FBI having to deal with them guys down there.
Yeah, man. Say, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Laredo is so bad that they put the cartel bought an entire billboard, a whole billboard, and told the laws if they don't get out their business, and they will end up dead. It made CNN. I am not joking. They they do not play in Laredo. If you think Chicago Chirac is bad, tell every one of them cats in Chicago go spend the night in Laredo and go down there with that gangster shit. Uh, You'll never hear from them again. That's all I'm gonna say. And Laredo ain't even no big city. What did he say? They shot a drunk dude 150 times with a machine gun. The cops did. Where at? But yeah, man. What did he say? I heard the cartels be kidnapping people in the Rio Grande River. That's down here, Texas. That's South Texas. That's down there by Laredo. Man, well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this show. El Chinito said all the work from Laredo goes straight to Dallas and San Antonio and come down here to Houston, El Chino. Uh, I'd have made a few of those trips a long time ago when the pounds was 200. But we'll talk about that on the Patreon. But but yeah, let me go ahead and close this show out, man. Fool, are you there? Are you back? Are you still quiet? You in some pom pom? All right, we're gonna talk about that. LT, let me get your last words, my brother.
All right, man. Shit, appreciate me coming on, Mac, bro. And salute to the LDBT. Salute to all the homies on the chat and on the panel. And man, just catch that Earl Spence fight this weekend, man. March Madness.
What? Oh, look at World Breaker. Hey, man, he say it's organ harvesting is a big thing in Laredo. See, I ain't know nothing about that. See, that made it even worse. I damn sure ain't got no reason to come visit now. One of the ones. Let me get your last words, man. You there, one of the ones?
Yeah, thanks for shooting that link, man. And yeah, that organ harvesting, man. That's a $1 billion black market, man. You know what I mean? A lot of that stuff goes on in the Mediterranean. When you used to hear about Africans drowning in the Mediterranean trying to get to Europe and all of that, man. Don't think all that organ harvesting wasn't going on because I know that they specifically look out for black organs and things like that. And Haiti as well. It's rife. It's rife in Haiti, man. It's real crazy. It's real crazy. But all of that thing that you're talking there about Laredo, yeah, man, we're gonna get into that, man. I know I keep saying it, but we will do it. Trust me, my brother, man. When I get my thing back, we're gonna get into all of that, man. So, people from my side can, get it firsthand from some real Texans, how you boys get down and all the culture and all that. But anyway, thanks for the link, man. It's always good to jump on the panel and chop it up with my brothers. Curtis, it's good to see you, my brother. I always get to see you and everyone else on the panel. Cuatro Cinco. Let's link up, man. Let's do it when you're ready, man. Peace.
I'm glad I got y'all. I got all y'all on tonight because I'm only going on today and tomorrow, and probably I might go on Thursday, but it's gonna be late And I might go on Friday when but it just depends. And I'm gonna try to go on, after the fight. Well, I know I'm not going on after the fight unless I go on from my phone, because I'm gonna be doing too much moving around, too much turning up. So ain't no telling. I know I'm gonna be drinking, but Sunday I will be going live as soon as I get back, and we'll get to talk about it. But today and tomorrow for sure it's gonna be 100. I'm gonna be on the Smoke City Mobcast Wednesday. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to get my boy Kurt on here today. Look, Kurt, let me get some last words, my brother.
Oh man, great live stream, man. Come together, talk about this sport we call boxing that we love so much. Is a great platform for us to have our opinions, man. And hey, I'm glad to be on, man. I know I missed a couple of your invites, man. I was sleeping, had a couple of health issues, man, and trying to get over that. But other words, man, I'm happy. You got a big fight this weekend. Act, everybody, one of the ones, 503, stay ready. If I miss anybody, my bad. But all y'all regardless, brothers, and the chat, El Chinito, we got to get him on one night, man. He know too much. I got to talk to him. But, thanks, chat, for your questions and your involvement. And like I always say, same bat time, same bat channel. I'm doing my show tomorrow night about Mike Tyson, Kurt Sugar versus the World tomorrow night at 10 o'clock on World Breaker Fighting.
Okay, I will be tuned in while I'm in the gym. One of them ones go ahead. Look, and now Fuller wants to come in. Man, the show over with now, Fuller. I don't even want to hear.
Hey, stay ready. Your Rockets won again. That's 9 in a row. Go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, I've been watching. I've been keeping up. Yesterday I was pissed off. Yeah, I was pissed off yesterday though. But man,
Matt got the towel in the back of his room, so if ever he gets the camera roll, he gonna make sure that you see that.
Oh yeah, you damn right. It's sitting right there. That towel. I need another towel next time I go to the game. Y'all look ain't got the. Well, in fact, summer's winter's for to be over, so I might put that pullover on the wall. And just for a little old, just for a fun fact for everybody in the chat, if James Harden was to not score another point for the rest of the season, he still averaged 28.6 and lead the league in scoring.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's crazy. But he put up 28 tonight, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. I think we back on pace with him not putting up so many points and getting his assists back up and doing what he needs to do for us to win the game, because him and Eric, it's been him and Eric Gordon on the past few games. Him, Eric Gordon, and Capella, and I'm glad to see them finally put Shumpert in and getting Shumpert some work, because we're gonna need his defense come playoffs. But Quattro Cinco, close us out, my brother.
Mac, man, appreciate it. You know what I mean? Feels good to be back, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not going to be going on as much as frequent, but whenever I can get on and hop on, I'm going to show all my brothers support. Tune into my show. I'm supposed to be having the Earl Spence and Mikey debate with Lewis Coleman if he decides to hop on. And YG Knight, this is going to be my last debate for Mikey and Earl, because the fight is this weekend. Ain't no more talk. So y'all get ready to switch programs if y'all can. And I appreciate my brother Mac. I appreciate everybody on the panel. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Jumping on these lives, I ain't realize how much I missed this, man.
What's up?
Yeah, interacting with y'all. Yeah, all creative. Everybody's different. We may have, similar mind frames, but we all different. One person is not alike, just like fighting. There's not one fighter that's just alike. Shout out to the Mighty LDBC. Shout out to my crew too, the full Berserker clan. It's your boy Act Reach. I never steer you wrong. And y'all switch over and tune into the Jab Jamboree. And shout out to Mac, and I'm out.
Good. One. Appreciate that, my brother. Big Money said, haha, I just left the Rockets game. It's crazy. Kurt said that. And Ramsey Sutton the third. You always got these jokes coming. Talking about they say I be dressed like a 10-speed biker at the gym. Hell no. Hell no. But I do need to go give you some compression pants though, wear up under my shorts. But man, I appreciate everybody to come through, fucking with your boy, rocking with your boy. Cause we in this thing rocking like a cutoff style. Somebody. But yeah, about to call it quick, call it a night. I appreciate everybody come through. El Chinito, man, make sure you come to the chat because I enjoy chopping it up with you, homie. Focus Ball, you too, man. We had a great conversation yesterday. Y'all make sure y'all come through and focus with your boy, man. Shout out to the whole LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community. If you didn't know, now you know. Shout out to New Media, Black Media Row. We working, we grinding, we putting in that work every day. Shout out to the usual suspects, my partners as always come rocking with me on the panel. Fooler, Quattro Cinco, Kurt Sugar, one of them ones. 503 line, 1/3 of the Houston hard hitters, and that boy LT Green. I see you back there, champ. Yeah, but it was a great show. We locked down another episode, and we will be back tomorrow at the same time because we not done. And y'all know what it is. It's your boy Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. One.
Peace.
All right, bro.
Peace.